Hey there everybody, it's Lynn from Subparplanning. Doing a nighttime video, so it's gonna be a little bit darker, unfortunately. I apologize for that. I don't have any fancy lights and I've just been so busy lately. I think this is the first video I've done in probably about 6 months. Eesh, I can't believe it. So anyways, what I thought I'd do is I thought I would kind of just talk a little bit about what I have. I obviously broke my planner no spend back in July. I was kind of disappointed that I did that, but again, being that we're in a pandemic and I wasn't really shopping anyways other than to get food when necessary, I decided to break my no spend and go ahead and get kind of like a treat for myself. So what I ended up getting was this Balmoral. It's a mini Filofax Balmoral. The color's cognac, and it's a faux like alligator reptile print. So basically I'm gonna use this as a wallet. So I kind of have it set up. I just haven't had a chance to fill it in yet. But it comes with 3 pockets here for cards that you use. It's got a little pocket here. And then what I did was I made a plastic dashboard. These are from the Dollar Tree cutting boards. So I just cut that down, punched it. So I have something to kind of protect my cards and to protect the rings. And then these are vertical ID badge holders that I got from Walmart. I think I got 12 in a pack for like $3.29. Don't quote me, but I think that's what it was. And so what I did was I just punched my holes in it. And the reason why I like this, the reason why I like this is because when you put a card in, this part comes out. So when I need to pull a card out, I can grab it and just pull it out a little bit easier. These right here, you can see at the top of each card, this is a pre-punched. So you can put like a, if you want to put a vertical ID in, you can put it around on like a lanyard. So I cut a couple of them. I think I cut like maybe 4 or 5. So I cut 5, so I can use those for, I don't know, whatever, like store cards or an extra credit card or something. So then what I did was I took some plain 3.5 by 5 index cards, cut them down, hole punched them. So this will be like note paper if I need it. And then this is another piece of the Dollar Tree cutting board that I cut down to protect the back end. This is a Gusseted Pocket. So this is going to hold my driver's license, insurance card, a copy of my nursing license, a copy of my hair license, stuff like that. Just things that I don't necessarily need to get to very often. And then it has a back pocket for for cash, which I don't carry much of, but it's nice to have. And I can also pop receipts in here. But it'll be nice. It's got a little pen loop. This pen loop is not elasticized, so I have to find a pen that's going to fit, but not stretch it out too much. But this will eventually be my wallet, and I'll hopefully start using it pretty soon. It's just, things have been just so chaotic with everything that's been going on. You know, we're all dealing with a lot of stuff right now. There's a lot of turmoil in towns, and you know, we're just trying to get through each day. So I haven't really had time to kind of like get it together, much like putting together a video to actually post. So there's that. And so then what I did was I went onto the Michaels website, and I was just kind of like looking at like all of the new planners that they have coming out for next year. And a couple of different things caught my eye, and unfortunately, I hate to admit this, and this is kind of embarrassing for someone who has their own YouTube channel on planning. However, nonetheless, I have planners that I was supposed to be using over the course of this year, and that unfortunately just completely fell off the rails. So, this is one of the Walmart Pen and Gear covers. And then this is my mini Happy Planner that I was using. I have a little bit decorated, but I don't really use a lot of the stuff in here. But this is like legit. Hold on a second, let me show you. This is basically what my planner's been looking like for the past couple of weeks. And it's really sad because I literally have done nothing. And the planner, like if you go all the way back to like June, I mean, if I want to be honest, April, And this is basically what it looks like. I haven't been writing in it, I haven't been using it. I have been using the budget section a little bit. So I have some bills that I keep track of that are automatic. And then what I'll do is I'll just take a blank piece of paper. I mean, actually, it's not too bad. I've actually been doing pretty good bill-wise, you know, keeping track of stuff, sort of. I think September's all set. Yeah, I've got 2 things in October because, I mean, those are the things I'm always going to get. But, you know, first of the month is tomorrow. So I'll probably fill this out and I'll probably work with this for the end of the year. Only because I went through the whole trouble of getting these blank sheets, making these calendars, pages, and I'll probably do something similar to it, but instead of maybe making my own pages, I just might order something from someone on Etsy or something like that. But basically this just sits, it's been like on the floor in my bedroom like that for months, and I haven't really even been touching it, which really kind of makes me sad. So I need to kind of try to get back on track with that. It's just, things have just been so chaotic that it's been very difficult for me to find the time to sit down and actually do that. So then this is the Stay Wild. I bought this because I really love this cover. I didn't necessarily buy it because of the planner, but I kind of like the way that the planner was set up. So this one was, and I did do a little bit of decoration previously when I first got it. I was like super excited. So I have some stuff here, but the reason why I like this calendar was for the monthly goals and all of this stuff, because I really liked how it's just kind of condensed, and then it was just daily tasks. So if this was going to be the days of the week, great. If this was going to be like this month, I need to get this, this, and this done, I can check them off. So I kind of like that because I felt like I wasn't locked into having to do like these weekly and monthly planning sessions of decorating. Sometimes I find that having to decorate weekly, while it's super fun and I enjoy it immensely, and it's just a great way to just kind of de-stress and relax, I also find anxiety bubbling up because I haven't done it, because I haven't had the time to sit down and put a sticker on a piece of paper. So for me, I like this because I felt like I wasn't as locked into it. So for me, I liked this kind of style because I felt like I wasn't locked into something, and I didn't have that anxiety of having to decorate every single week and decorate every single month and, you know, use all those stickers that I have and stuff like that. So that's kind of why I liked this. I also like that it had some notes at the end of each month that you could fill out and use if you wanted to. And then the daily tasks. And the nice thing is that if I didn't use the daily tasks for that month, all I had to do was just take it out, put it in a notebook, and I'd have a sheet of daily tasks that I could use in something else. Clearly that didn't work out either because I decided for some unknown reason to get rid of all the sheets. So I got rid of all of the sheets in the end of June from the entire year, and I didn't keep any of these dashboards. I got rid of them. I threw those out. I threw away all the extra sheets for the daily tasks, which was ridiculous because they would have been very useful. So unfortunately, I wasn't really thinking that through. So I think I just kind of wanted to get rid of it because I felt like in a way it was mocking me because it was empty and I was doing nothing with it. And I had spent, you know, I mean, I bought, everything I buy is always on sale, but that still doesn't make it any easier to sit and look at stuff that's literally collecting dust because you can't be bothered or you don't have the time to use it. So I just kind of ripped pages out and just got rid of it because I just couldn't stand to look at it. I am starting to use it again with my new position. So I'm filling out the months of where I need to go, what's happening, and then I just do my daily tasks. But, you know, it's kind of working out for me a little bit better. But again, it's not exactly ideal. It's been very difficult with this new job that I have. A lot of the stuff, there's a lot of stuff that I've never done before. So for me, it's just about getting comfortable, finding my path, and just kind of moving forward. And, you know, there's going to be bumps and hiccups, but just deal with it and then move past it. So, sorry, I just took a drink. So what I ended up ordering, so I ordered a bunch of stuff from, not a ton of stuff, but I ordered like 6 things. And it's always kind of weird with Michaels. It's like they like to separate their orders. So this is the first half of the order that I got. And to be honest with you, this is pretty much the only half that I really cared about. And even still, this really, it was kind of like an impulse buy. It was on sale. I don't know if I'm going to keep it, but I kind of liked it. I thought it was fun. So I guess I'll go with the impulse buy, the thing that I'm not really necessarily going to be keeping per se. So this is the Recollections. This is for Halloween. And what I liked about these is this is vellum sheets. And they're like x-rays. So they're just like x-ray sheets. And they're just kind of fun to decorate, make a little dashboard out of, or, you know, make a spooky scene for your planner. They have a lot of really cool ones. They've got some bugs, and they have these little ones which would be fun to decorate a dashboard with. And these would be fun to like maybe decorate. You can put them on your windows and it'll kind of illuminate from the light outside. But it's vellum. It's a nice, actually, it's a nice thick vellum too. It's a good stock. So I bought this. It wasn't $9.99. It was on sale. And then that is the SKU. Hopefully it's showing so you can see what it is. So that's one thing that I got. And again, I'm on the fence about it. I'm not sure if I'm going to keep it, but it's just kind of nice to have. So then dealing with the planner for next year, the anxiety for me arises every time around this time of year, because the new planners are out and I see all of the different styles of happy planners and I see all the covers and I just want everything because I love the covers, but I hate the way they look on the inside. I really wanted to get on the skinny mini happy planner bandwagon back in the spring or like last winter when they came out. And I thought they were really cute, but I just couldn't get into the covers, and I just really could not get into the way that the pages were decorated until I saw this one. This is a new one. This came out. This is for January through December of 2021. It's Wildflower, and that's the SKU. I bought this last week at Michael's when everything was on sale. It was, I think, Happy Planner was like 40% off. It was a pretty big deal. So that's why I bought this. And I know that there have been some flip throughs, so I don't think I need to get too involved in this because there's tons of flip throughs of all the skinnies that have come out. But the reason why I liked this was because it's fairly neutral on the inside, and you wouldn't think that necessarily by looking at this. But when I was looking at the pictures of it online, because I did go to the Michael's store near me, and they didn't have anything. It seems like they're waiting for a lot of stock to come in. So I was kind of disappointed because it said it was there, but no one knew what I was talking about for both of these planners. However, I decided to go into the Michael's website. I looked, and then I was like, oh, you know what? This is going to work for me, I think. So again, you see the two images, the 2 pages of 21 and 22. And then you've got your pretty little monthly tabs, and they're decorated, and the notes section's kind of decorated. And I started looking at this like, oh my God, there's just way too much like stuff going on here. But then I saw this, and this is pretty much a neutral gray, black and white kind of thing throughout the whole planner. And that's the reason why I liked it, because it's easier for me to look at and go, I think I'll do coral pink today. And I can do that without worrying about clashing with whatever pictures, with whatever colors they have on here. And the other thing that I liked about this was I liked that they had just like a quick little month of view, things that I might need to pay attention to. And then it had like specific days or holidays. And then this was just basically a calendar of the day. So if I had a doctor's appointment, I could write down doctor's appointment, and then I can flip to the day and be like, oh yeah, I have to get my eyes examined or whatever. So I really liked this like little straight up, no business, completely minimal, just get it done. So then when I look at the rest of it, I saw that the rest of the pages were all very neutral, black and white, a little bit of decoration, but not a ton. And that's what drew me to this particular planner. Now for me, these things, I don't really care about things. They're cute, but if I really don't like them, I can just cover them with black and white paper, or I can take some of the color out and I can go more minimal and still have these nice black tabs showing. But this is what clinched it for me. It was these neutral plain pages, which is what I love. And these are actually kind of cute too. And I don't mind this on the back because I'm not really looking at it. And it's not going to affect any kind of a spread that I might do. And it's just nice to add a little pop of color. But I wouldn't be surprised if I decide to go through like a nice black and white paper pad and just do black and white monthly covers, or maybe do like black, white, and pink, or black, white, and gray, or maybe black, white, and like a pale blue to kind of match this cover. I might do something like that, and I might just completely cover these up, just as long as I still have my tabs. But this was the whole purpose of me getting this planner, is because it is so neutral, and that's what I like. It's nice and simple, and it's not going to give me, it's not putting me under too much pressure to try to match everything up, because I really have a hard time with that. I end up just stopping and I just write in it, and it looks terrible. It never looks as pretty as the stuff that I watch on YouTube. So that's what I like about this, because it's super neutral, even if it's got some little decorations on there. So there's that. And to be honest with you, I'm not really a big fan of the cover. Like, I really don't really like that very much. That's easily changed. I can just get a pretty piece of cardstock, laminate it, and call it good. So it's not really something I'm worried about. The other thing too is I can always just take this and flip this over and kind of keep it more, so it'll look more like that. So again, for me, this is a non-issue, because this can be changed out easily. So that's why I liked this one. The other planner that I decided to go with, I decided to go with something a little more full-size to take back and forth with me, or at least to work on when I'm at home. And so when I was looking through the planners, I was just kind of seeing what they had. And I've always liked the Recollections planners, but I always hated the fact that I could never add pages to them because of the coil. So it used to drive me crazy. But they always had like really cute designs every year. But I always went back to Happy Planner, because you can add pages, you can take pages away, you can customize the covers a little bit. So there was a lot more to do that you were able to do with it. With that being said, when I started looking at the Recollections planners, I noticed they had a mini celestial planner, and I thought, oh my gosh, that's adorable. It's a little too small, but it's adorable. So then I started looking, and then I found this one. So this is the like I guess you consider like a personal size in terms of like a spiral, but I don't even think that's the appropriate size. But this is 7.5 inches by 9.25 inches. And this is the Recollections, the 12 months. So it starts in January, goes to December for 2021. It's a 12-month celestial spiral planner. So that's what it looks like. It's got some gold foiling accents on it, but it's more of like a muted, so it's not shiny. And then that's the back cover, and then that's the skew. Hopefully that's working, because I can't see my screen. And what's really cool about this is it comes with 176 pages. It does come with stickers like all the other ones do. And it also has a full pocket, but it's got a sticker release sheet, which I think is kind of new, which is kind of cool. So when you go through, pretty cool cover. I love the way the paper is. I love the color that they use. And the fun thing is it actually tells you how to use the planner. So, you know, how to use the moon, how to use the natural seasons. So this is a lot of fun for people who are into astrology, or they like astrology, or maybe they're starting to study astrology, people who are into tarot, anyone who likes to kind of like explore those kinds of avenues of like spirituality. So this I thought was really cool, because it has the whole year in a glance. Now, unfortunately, the squares are kind of small, so I wouldn't necessarily be able to write in them. However, you could totally use a coded dot system. So you can put a dot in for each one for a special event, holiday, vacations, and things like that. Everybody makes tiny little dot stickers. You can find those on Etsy. And then the thing is if you have the We Are Memory Keepers planner punch, the punch that will punch holes in the pieces of paper that'll fit multiple different types of planners, you can most certainly put your colored dots on like a card or a cardstock, punch it, and then put it in here. So that'll be your key. This is cool because it's got the astrology quick reference. So each astrological sign, its symbol, where it lands in the order of the months, whatever sign it's attributed to, whether it's fire, air, water. And then it kind of tells you a little bit about the traits of each particular sign, and whether it's fixed, if it's cardinal, mutable. I don't really know a lot about that stuff. I know a little bit, but if you study astrology, or if this is something you're interested in studying, this is a great little reference. So then it kind of talks about the planetary quick reference. So this will tell you the planet, the planet symbol, what astrological sign it rules, and then the parts of the astrological sign that it rules, and then it tells you what day of the week. So if you wanted to, if you practice Wicca and you are interested in doing a spell, which you could look at the day of the week that you want to do your spell that relates to you. And so if you are a Gemini or a Virgo, your spell work would probably be done on Wednesday, and it would be done when maybe Mercury's in alignment, or again, I don't really know all that stuff, but it's just would be a great way to guide you if you were going to do something like that, or you know, something along those lines. This is like a basic astrological chart. So these are all the different houses when you look at when you look at astrology, and that this is the moon and the direction of the moon that follows. So when you have the moon going from the new moon to the balsamic moon, that time period, it'll tell you kind of like what to expect. So again, that would be something that you'd use for like spell work if that's something that you do. And then when the signs are in retrograde in 2021, these are the things that we're going to want to expect during that time period. So if you follow that, it's another reference. And then this I thought was just really pretty. This is the actual lunar phase reference. So this tells you every day of the year and what the moon is doing, whether it's full, waxing, or waning. And then these are your intentions for the year. So everybody kind of has some sort of an intention of the year. So this is kind of nice because this basically says, I want to do, I want to be, I want to feel, welcome in, cleanse, and acknowledge. And then we go into the stickers. And it's kind of cool because you can actually put down, if a sticker's on a certain day and you know it's coming, you can actually label it if you want. These are astrological sign stickers. So if you do any tarot reading, you can make little notes there. But I thought these stickers were so pretty, and I can't necessarily say that I'd use them because they're so nice. I don't want to use them. I don't want to lose them. And the same thing here, you've got your new moon intentions, you've got trackers, you've got task lists that you can use these as. Again, really cool with the astrology symbols, which I think is kind of fun. This is the sticker release sheet, which is kind of cool. And then this is the pocket page, which I think is really kind of neat. And I think a lot of the Recollections planners actually have pocket pages just like this. So you can keep it shut and then flip. And then we go into, if I wanted to fill this out, so I'd put my birth date, the time that I was born, where I was born, and then you can actually look it up online or in astrological charts. You can figure out where the sun was, which is basically your astrological sign, like Cancer, Virgo, and stuff like that. Then your moon sign, so you'd want to see where the moon was when you were born. So if you were a Gemini sun sign, but your moon sign could be Taurus or something, and again ascending, so all of those different things would be fill in, and that would kind of give you a sense of like who you are if you follow astrology. And then this talks about January, what we're kind of going to accept, what we should be expecting for the year, but then you have your design for the month. Then it goes into the monthly calendar. It's beautiful. It's like super simple, very just the light blue and the dark blue, and that's it. It's got the astrological symbol for each day, and it's also got where the moon is. And then it's vertical, which is kind of fun. And again, it mimics what's in the calendar here. It talks about full moon, so it gives you a little history, and then some spaces to write, and it just continues on for the entire month. Aquarius to Pisces in February, so it kind of talks about that. It shows you the pretty cover, and then it goes into the month again, and the same element with the vertical calendar. March, April, May, this is June, July, August. So pretty. I just love the colors. I'm sorry that the lighting's not that great, but I'm doing this kind of late at night, so September, So I don't have a ton of light. October. November. December. And then it has a section for notes. I thought the notes were kind of cool. It's just places to write some stuff down and things like that. So I kind of like that. And then it has the back cover, which has got the design on it, and then it flips back to the front, to the back. But I thought this is actually really pretty. I really like the way it looks, and that's the reason why I bought it, because I just thought this actually might inspire me to actually use a planner throughout the entire course of the year. Again, with each new year, there's fresh hope, the way I look at it, and half the times I usually make it through until about, I don't know, end of February, maybe mid-March. And again, it really depends on what's going on. Obviously, when we all bought our planners this time last year, we didn't realize that we were going to be pretty much living in a pandemic type of situation. So I know a lot of people probably aren't filling out their planners like they're used to in years past. Hopefully that will change. But as it stands right now, we're all kind of like at a standstill with how we're going to be living our lives, and we're just definitely doing things a lot differently. So with that being said, I hope you like this little flip through, and thanks for coming back and watching. I know it's been a while since I put a video up, and I do feel terribly bad about that, but it's been a very chaotic summer, and it's actually been a very chaotic year, as everyone else has been experiencing. So I just hope this finds you happy. I hope this finds you safe and healthy. And as always, remember, you are wanted, you are loved, and you deserve to be here. So I will see you later, and take care, everybody. Bye.